Tonight, we've learned more people may be involved, including a Marion County lawman. Action News reporter Kim Dantzler joins us live from Marion with more on this late-breaking story.
Well, Bob, I'm here at the Marion County Sheriff's Department where it's been confirmed 5 people have been arrested and charged with theft. Now, they are 30-year-old Gary Davis Jr., a lieutenant with the Sheriff's Department, his brother, Kenneth Davis, a Marion County jailer, and 38-year-old Charles Bruton. Now, they, along with the Florence County jailer, face some very serious charges. All 6 people are charged with burglarizing the Charter mobile home park on 76 in Marion County. Last Wednesday night, deputies noticed a pickup truck loaded with furniture and other items. They saw some people running away when they pulled up, so they decided to run a check on the pickup truck.
Then we found out that the pickup truck that was involved was belonged to a person that spent a lot of time with this department. He rode with some of my officers. This particular night, we discovered that just prior to this incident that he was with one of my officers.
The truck belonged to 31-year-old Jacob Gilliard, a Florence County jailer and a special deputy to Marion County. His arrest on Monday led SLED agents to the other suspects. Sheriff Bud Richardson says he's both surprised and disappointed.
When my people are right, I tell them that I'll stick with them until the last. If they're wrong by themselves. I don't condone it, any type violation, especially with people wearing a badge.
Bob and Shaunya, all 5 people have admitted to committing the crime. Now, they have been released on $15,000 bonds apiece. And Sheriff Richardson says he doesn't believe that anyone else was involved. However, SLED agents say they will continue to investigate because they think that some other charges could come.
Kim, what has happened with the lieutenant?
The lieutenant has been relieved of all of his duties pending the outcome of this case, Bob.
All right. Thank you very much, Kim. An elderly Hartsville man is free on. The most credit should probably go to the staff at McLeod Hospital. Kim Dantzler joins us live now from the emergency room to explain why. Kim?
Well, Bob, this is where it all started. Apparently, both men had come here to the emergency room because apparently one of them was injured. Now, one of the staff members noticed that something just wasn't right and immediately took action.
They recognized that there was a potential problem here, and they contacted the proper authorities, and because of their quick response, the law enforcement officials were able to apprehend both subjects, as I understand it.
Bob and Shaunya, I just spoke with one of the security guard members who said that, you know, it's team efforts like this that really help put these people behind bars, and if it hadn't been for them, they don't know what could have happened. They really probably prevented something major from taking place here.
All right, Kim, thank you very much. Bond has been denied. Well, if you're looking for something to do tonight, you may want to head out to Darlington, where more than 50 of the city's finest chefs are preparing to cook up a storm. Action News reporter Kim Dantzler joins us live now with more on tonight's event. Kim?
Well, Bob, that's right. I'm here at Darlington's Country Club, where lots of talented cooks have prepared dozens of gourmet dishes for tonight's 5th annual Taste of Darlington. Now, originally, it was supposed to be held in the garden of Colonel and Mrs. Kerrigan, but because of earlier weather conditions, they moved it here to the Country Club. Now, joining me is Polly Bristow, one of the organizers, to tell us what more we can expect.
Hi, we're so glad to have you here tonight, and we hope that a lot of people will come and take part in our Taste of Darlington. We have some wonderful dishes prepared by gourmet cooks. We have some venison dishes, poached salmon.
I understand you have something new this year.
Yes, we have a few dishes for those who are on diets, and we do have to think about that, but we also have cheesecakes and goodies like that.
Okay, and I understand you're going to have a little bit of entertainment as well.
Yes, we have the recorder ensemble from Hartsville to play for us, and we have some cooking going on outside on the spot.
All right, thanks for joining us. And Bob, tickets are $15, and the event will run from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock tonight, so you can purchase your tickets right here at the Country Club. So if you're in the mood for some good food and some good fun, come on down here to the Taste of Darlington.
Will there be any left, though? That's the question. All right, thank you very much.
I told her you would ask about food. Even a
Bob Howick, a toxic chemical spill on Highway 76 this morning forced several people out of their homes in Florence County. Action News reporter Kim Dantzler joins us from the scene now with the latest on the cleanup efforts.
Bob and Shaunya, DHEC officials tell us that all of the chemical has now been contained and shipped away. They say the threat of fire is now over and residents have returned to their homes. But earlier there was some cause for concern. Action News reporter Clay Williams was on the scene and has this report.
Driver Franklin Elliott of Nichols suffered minor injuries when he apparently lost control of his APC tanker filled with 6,000 gallons of xylene. The explosive chemical began gushing from 3 holes pooling in the grassy median. 3 families were quickly evacuated and traffic was blocked off on the normally busy US 76.
We do have a vapor problem that poses a fire hazard.
Well, we understand also that there may be a threat to the groundwater. We're fairly close to the PD River here.
Well, groundwater is always threatened in these types of situations. If the material weren't cleaned up and it were left to sit there and percolate through the soil or to run off, both of those are problems. That's why we're here, to make sure that doesn't happen.
All day long, officials tried to downplay the severity of the toxic spill, but when they got ready to start to clean it up, they brought in several ambulances.
Well, we blocked it off because we really didn't know what type of chemical that spilled. All we knew it was a hazardous chemical. And at this particular time, we scared for the traveling motorists to travel by this area because of fire and the explosion.
Shortly after 3, a recovery team from Texas was flown in by Exxon, and a cleanup crew from Charleston arrived. Nobody wanted to rush this job because of the dangerous, unstable chemical flowing into the Highway 76 median. In Florence County, Clay Williams, WPDE. Action News.
Now, Bob and Shaunya, a hazmat team from Conway had to be brought in, and some people were wondering why Florence County doesn't have their own. Today's spill could have been handled more quickly if Florence County had trained hazardous material personnel. A hazmat team had to be called in from Conway. It's the only one in the area. Fire officials say funding a hazmat team in Florence would be costly.
But you're talking probably about $100,000 to $150,000 just to even get started with one. Then the expense would be to maintain one over the years.
Firefighters are trained to handle certain chemicals, but materials like xylene and ethylbenzene require special types of training.
Windy Hill Fire Department, what their role was to evacuate the surrounding area and dike the runoff. The hazmat people come in and contain the spill, get the truck back up on its wheels, and unload the remaining chemical in the truck.
Chief Welch says something like this is bound to happen at any time. He says trucks and trains bring thousands of dangerous materials in and out of Florence every day. Chief Welch says luckily no one was injured during today's spill, but he says this is just an indication that Florence County needs its own hazmat team. He says it's going to take a lot of money and a community-wide effort to make it happen. In Florence, Kim Dantzler, WPDE, Action News. Now, Bob and Shaunya, 2 people were injured during the cleanup effort, but DHEC tells us that they're okay. And they also say that they're hoping to have this highway open again tomorrow morning. And of course, we will be here and we'll have a full report. Reporting live in Florence, Kim Dantzler, WPDE, Action News.
All right, Kim, thank you. Shaunya?
Well, since yesterday...
When you see news happen, call the WPDE TV 15 Action Newsroom at 1-800-698-WPDE.